Okay, everybody. Can everybody see and hear me okay? Thumbs up if you can. Perfect. I like the fact that Val's already got her hips wiggling around, H. She's obviously got something really good playing on that radio or music list. Shake out the hands, then shake out your stress. Let's get everything warm through. It's quite chilly this morning, wasn't it? So, yeah, we definitely need to get everything warm through today for sure. So shake out in the elbows and the shoulders. We can tell it's chilly. I've got a long sleeve top on. Take it all the way up. Stretch up tall and bring the arms all the way down. And just get rid of any stress and any tension in the shoulders. Do that again. Reach all the way up and bring the arms all the way down again to the sides of the body. Let's stand on one foot and shake out your foot, your ankle, your knee and your hip, and take it wide and open to stretch the hip a little. Take it back and check out your balance. Do hold something if you need to, and bring it forwards and swing into the hip and into the chair now. The swing into the hip. Lovely. Bend into the knees, you raise your knee, and then circle the ankle and the opposite direction. And point and flex the toes a few times. Drop the foot down and shake out the other foot, the knee and the hip, and get rid of the stress in your feet. Shake out and kick out any stress or frustrations out your feet. Take it wide and open up that hip a little, and bring it forwards and swing into the hip joint. Bend into the knee joint and circle the ankle. Back the opposite direction and point and flex the toes a few times. Drop the foot down and bend the knees and kick out the hips, just stretching into the hips. And start to notice how your body's feeling. Excellent. Soften the knees and rotate, pushing the bottom backwards and rotating with a big circle. Again, feeling that lower back. And start to circle the opposite direction all the way around. Wonderful. Standing up tall and then swinging the arms, tap the kidneys, the back of the hands, bend into the knees, and just start to loosen up through the shoulders, through the spine, back. Excellent. Look behind you as you do this and start to lift the heels off the floor. Watch you're not dizzy though or sick. If you are, keep the head still. Lovely. And then take the arms up and start to mobilise higher up in the back. Take the arms right to the ceiling now. Nice big stretch and reach. And bring the arms down. Take the hands and push the heel of the hands away to stretch the shoulder. Dipping down into the knees to warm up those legs. Excellent. Take the arms into the corner now. Push the hands into the corners. And then stretch and reach. If you've got a rope and you're reaching and climbing up to the sky. Push forward, separating the feet to the outside edges of the mat and bend alternate knees still. Tapping the inside of the ankles this time. Keeping the core slightly switched on here. You've got some stability. And then take the hands back behind you. Reach towards the back of the mat. Don't matter if you can touch the floor or not. And just feel some warmth coming through the lower body. Stretch forwards now to the front of the mat. Stretching the lats. Well done. And then roll through the spine, bone by bone, and roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Going to warm up a little bit more. Going to bring the foot forwards and back. Same foot. We keep this right one planted and just go forwards and back with the left. Bring the arms into place. You do a little lunge. So breathe in, lunge down. Breathe out and lift the toes up. Let's bend forwards with the chest, stretching the hamstring. Breathe in, breathe out. You do this to the beat of your music. Just watch your balance. And make sure that you're squeezing into the quad so as not to upset the knee. Lovely. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. The wobble there. Okay, let's come forwards and back with the opposite foot now. Forwards and backwards. And then bring the arms up. Let's lunge down with the knee at the back to the floor. Come back and then tip the toes up with the chest to the thigh. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. Well done. And feel the difference between one side of the body and the other. Hopefully you'll start to work that heart rate up a little bit. Lovely. And then bring the legs together, hip distance apart. Let's go skiing. Take a big breath in. Big blast of air out as you let go of your frustrations. Roll through the spine, softening the knees, stretching the belly. Inhale. Letting go of those toxins. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, let go. One more. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, let go. Then roll carefully through the spine, cross the arms, pull back and down with the elbows and feel any knots in the shoulders. Do that again. Inhale up and exhale back and down. And then relax the arms and relax the shoulders. Well done. So hopefully your heart rate's up a little bit. Feel free to grab a drink now if you need a drink. We'll do our standing meditation. As always, you have the choice of sitting if you prefer. So let's get into Dasana, our first posture. Yeah, change your music if you haven't remembered already. So something a little bit softer and slow, maybe without words for meditation. We're no music at all. So have a fist, pirate's eye. Place that fist between the feet and make sure there are no gaps so there's your hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders up, back and then down. Pull the shoulders right away from the ears. Let's feel as if we're pulling our hip bones up towards the ceiling a little, and that just tucks the tailbone in so as it points to the floor and keeps your spine in neutral. Let's imagine a golden thread attached to the crown of the head being hoisted towards the ceiling with the chin parallel to the floor and tucked back just a touch. So you're growing the spine at least an inch, inch and a half taller, and hold that posture to try to relax all of your joints and relax the shoulders. Let's close the eyes now or lower the gaze, whatever suits you. And take a breath just to the lower part of the lungs. So inhale as if you're forcing the air into the hips. Hold the breath and enjoy that feeling that you're getting with that expansion in the hips. And then exhale really slowly through the nose. And just scan through the body and notice how the rest of your body's feeling this morning. Are there any aches, pains, discomfort or even pain today? Let's raise the air that little bit higher now. So we're just going just underneath the breastbone. So not feeling right the way up to the top, just under the breastbone. So inhale, forcing the air low into the lungs, pushing away that stale air. Let's hold on to the air, just as it puffs out the belly from under the breastbone all the way down to the belly. Hold that breath. Let go of the breath now. As you exhale, imagine grey smoke or murky, horrible, yucky colour that's leaving your body. Well, that's the toxins leaving your body. Let's do this again. Breathe in to the bottom of the belly and take the air through the rib cage and right to the top of the chest. But don't move the shoulders. Keep the shoulders right away from the ears. Hold that breath in. And then exhale really slowly through the nose. This start to relax through your body, relaxing your buttocks, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet and toes. Let's do that full complete breath again. Inhale, right from the bottom of your belly and take the air right to the top of your chest. Hold the breath, enjoy the expansion and the fullness of that breath. And then exhale really slowly through the nose and start to let go of your upper body now, relaxing your shoulders and your arms, your hands, your wrists, and your thumbs. Relax your chest, your rib cage and your back. Start to feel a little lighter and softer in your body. Take that breath again, inhale right to the top of the chest. Hold that breath and enjoy that expansion in your body. As you exhale, this time begin to relax your throat and your neck and all the muscles under your hair, all the muscles in your face. So there's no expression. Your head starts to feel a little bit lighter and relaxed. Notice what's going on in your mind at the moment. Are you already busy, maybe planning your weekend, reliving your week? Just try to Acknowledge those thoughts, but then let them go with breath. Instead, concentrate on your breath. Notice the cool air as it enters the nostrils, and feel that coolness going through the back of the throat and down the inside to your lungs. And as you exhale, feel the journey of air out of the body, that warm air passing through the back of the throat and out again through the nose. Just be aware and concentrate on that breath. Now spread your toes wide on the mat and feel that connection to the mat and to the earth below. Let's push your weight into the outer heels of your feet. And you'll feel a little contraction maybe in the knees and inside of the knees as you do that in the outer thighs. And then let's take the weight into the ball of the big toe. Just push the weight into the ball of the big toe without lifting the feet. Take the weight back again into the heel, the outside heel. Lovely. And then evenly distribute the weight now between that heel and the ball of the big toe. And this helps to realign your fascia. Some myofascial release and helps to correct your posture. Make sure you're relaxing the toes, relaxing the knees, and keeping firm in the feet. Excellent. We're going to take our hands, we're going to take our left hand below and the right hand on the top. So the palms are facing upwards. We're going to take the bottom hand away and we're going to soften the knees. So bending into the knees, take the bottom hand away, draw it round in a circle, stretch up tall and look up at the hand. And then imagine drawing a centre line all the way through the centre of the body as the hand comes down, and place that hand onto the top of the right hand. Then we soften the knees again, taking the right hand away, we breathe in, we reach up, looking up at the hand, and as you exhale, you draw that centre line and begin to soften those knees again, placing the hand on the top. Inhale up, taking that bottom hand away, and then exhale down, drawing that centre line. This is called Shakti Shiva, and this is balancing your male and female sides of the body. Taking the bottom hand away again, inhale up, and exhale down, and popping that hand down again. We're going to do two together now, bringing the two halves of our body together. As we inhale, we swoop the hand up and over, placing the hands together, we draw that centre line, softening the knees, so balancing out the sun, the moon, the left and right side of the brain, the male and female. Let's do that again. Inhale up, and exhale down through that centre line, softening the knees. One more time. Inhale up, and exhale. Feel like you're bringing balance to your body. And then leave your hands where they are, just straighten up your legs. So we're going to do a lotus mudra. So this is placing your little fingers and the thumbs together, but opening the rest of the fingers into a basket. Your basket at the moment is by the heart. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach that basket up as if you're a lotus flower growing towards the sunlight. Then imagine and visualize the sunlight pouring, that rays of sun pouring into the hands, cascading through the fingers, over the arms, and showering your whole body with sunlight and energy. And then let's encapsulate that sunlight within as we place the palms together and draw the hands down towards the heart. We're going to swivel the hands now like a butterfly. We're going to just swivel the hands like this. That's it. And with the feet still hip distance apart, you're going to soften the knees. You're going to rotate the body round to the left. Then stretch the arms out as you push the heel of the hands away and straighten up the body in this twisted cross. Turn the head to look at the back hand. Then really soften the knees and bring the body back to the centre. Bring the arms back, the body back to the centre. Swivel into a butterfly the opposite way this time. Keep those knees soft. Rotate round to the right and then stretch out in that twisted cross. As you straighten the legs, push out the arms at the back of the hands. So you're feeling a lovely rotation through the lower back here, through the shoulders. Soften the knees and bring the hands back to the centre. Do that one more time each side. So swivel the hands opposite direction. Do the little butterfly. Soften those knees, rotate, keep the knees fixed, rotate and push the hands away behind you into that lovely twisted cross, straighten the legs. And then soften the knees and bring the hands back again. Let's do this one more time. This time visualising that you're pushing away any anxiety, any stress, any depression, anything that weighs heavy. As you twist, breathe in, breathe out. Push away, straighten the legs, look behind you. And see everything that you need to let go of being pushed back into the back. And inhale, soften the knees and draw the hands back again. Take a big breath in now as you reach up towards the ceiling, stretching through the ribs and the intercostals, squeezing the buttocks and pushing back just slightly, not too aggressive, just to stretch that belly. As you exhale, bring the body upright and relax those arms, bringing down to the sides of the body, and then walk your shoulders if there's any stiffness there in the shoulders, and shake out the legs. Feel free to grab a drink now. Well done. We're going to do a few preps for the body because we've got a sequence, and the sequence that you see the secret now is Surya Namaskara, which is the Sun Salutations sequence, and it's quite a nice sequence, definitely to give you some oomph and energy. So, but to prep the body, we're going to just step one step back. So just a little tiny step here. Have your body upright, so standing nice and tall in the spine. And then you're going to sink the knees forwards. And as you do, just stretching out the little muscles at the bottom of the calf and into the ankle. And make sure the body's over the hips. Excellent. Until you bend your knees until you can feel that muscle working back and forth. Excellent. And then push yourself up. We're going to have a big stride back with the same foot. So you're striding right the way back. And then we're coming on to the toes. So both sets of toes pull forwards here. Then start to, this back leg is straight, the front leg, knees over the ankle. And then you're going to push down with the back heel. Now, big gastrocnemius, the chunky muscle now in the calf, is having a good old stretch. If you can't feel it quite stretchy in those muscles, then widen the legs a bit wider, okay? But if it's too much and you're hovering too far up here, shorten your legs until your foot comes to the floor and you feel that big gastrocnemius stretch. Lovely. Breathe in. As you breathe out, step forwards and give that leg a shake. Step forwards now with the opposite foot, just a tiny step this time, just one foot in front really. And then again, weight over the hips as you bend the knees and you sink down. So as you, I've already done that one. You'll know if you've done it or not. Okay, have the one forward. And feel that stretch in the ankle. Notice the difference one to do. And just prepping the body really. Good. And then pushing yourself up, striding nice and deep with that back leg coming up onto the toes. You remember your shin is vertical at the front, leg is straight at the back, and then you start to push the heel to the ground. And again, if this is too big, too wide for you, then come forwards a little. If you can't feel it, back a lot more. But make sure that the foot is forwards at the back. If it's outwards, you're not going to feel it as much. So make sure the toes are pointing forwards. It is a balance as well, so you do need your core switched on to help with that balance. Well done. And then inhale as you exhale, pull it forwards and give it a nice shake out. Beautiful. Coming down to stretch the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit. Hamstrings, glutes, and the iliac-psoas muscle here. So we're coming into a runner. So if you want to angle, you can downwards, but if you're alright, you know what you're doing. So we're going to come on to one knee. Again, you can cushion the knee with blanket or cushion if you need to. There's a bit of kneeling going on today in our Sun Salutations, so you might want to be ready. Now we're going to creep our leg forwards and then lunge forwards. So you get this runner stretch, not a box position. If you're not feeling the stretch here in the quad and the psoas, then probably your leg's not backing up here. Now, if it's a problem for you, you can have blocks here. If you can't reach the floor, this is, so you can have blocks here to aid you in that stretch if you need to walk up the chairs or low tables, cushions. So do what's right for you. Just feeling that lovely stretch here. And then we're going into the half split. So we're going to walk the hands back. Keep this quad vertical here. Lift the toes up to the ceiling. Then walk the hands forwards a little and take the chest down towards the thigh. Now this is a big hamstring stretch you'll feel and a glute stretch. So don't force it. You don't want to tear anything, any tissue or any ligaments or tendons. So breathe in, breathe out, and just let the body sink just on its own accord with the out breath. So try to soften and relax. You will hold tension as soon as you go into the hamstring stretch. You'll feel tension in the hamstrings. Everybody does. But then if you mindfully start to relax, so once you're down there, relax the leg and relax the tension. On the next out breath, you'll find you'll be able to go just that little bit further without forcing. Again, if you've got really, really tight hamstrings, you're going to need to bend that knee a little bit and give some release. Excellent. Let's walk forwards again into our runner. So if you've softened up in your runner and you need to creep forwards a little bit more, you can. Because when you've ever done a stretch the first time, the second time was a little bit more flexible. And again, raise up with those hands if you need to. So breathe and let go. Again, you let it go just the same as the hamstring stretch, except you let it go with the muscle group here on the front of the leg. And then walk back. Lift the toes up again. You're on the heel. Body's vertical here. And the next out breath, let your body fold. And you'll find you've already softened the hamstring. It will be a bit easier. Excellent. And then walk forwards. While we're at it, we're going to do a lizard. So your hand is open to the hips and the thighs. So both hands now are inside the foot. Move forwards actually, because you can see me better if we're in this position now. Your hands are here, they're inside. Now we're going to start to bend the elbows if you can. You might already be getting a really good stretch here, in which case stay where you are. But if you can, make sure your elbows sink at the same rate. So as your outside elbows are coming to the floor before the other one, the other one's hopping like this, so you tilt it. Come down equally. Now watch your shin here. I'm going to have a look at you anyway, but watch your shin here is vertical still. It's a big stretch, this one. But do be careful. Now breathe in, breathe out, and just relax in that stretch, making sure your shin is vertical here and your elbows are coming down to the floor at the same rate. Well done. It's a big stretch, a nice stretch though. Nice for those hips and outer thigh. Well done. Then inhale as you exhale, push yourself all the way back up, walk the hands back and draw that leg back in. Well done. Let's do the other side there. So we're into our runner. We're bringing the opposite leg up now. So your left leg, is it? I think. I can't remember now whether I directed you left and right. And breathe that leg forward until you get this lovely big stretch here. Yeah. Excellent. So again, you can use your blocks or cushions or low tables, whatever it is you need, or you can just bring yourself up here if you've got a good balance. If you can't reach the floor, either work for doing it. And just feel into that stretch, letting go. Let's walk it back into your half split. Let's lift the toes up now. Keep this quad vertical here. And the hands come slightly forward and then the chest starts to lower down. So don't strain your neck on this one, trying to reach your leg with your head. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. It's just the chest that's coming down really towards that leg. Breathe and let go. So you will be holding tight, as I've mentioned before. So just try to relax that leg, folding forward. Relax the shoulders as well. Don't hold any stiffness in the shoulders. Excellent. And then walk forward back into your runner again. And again, if you need to, creep forwards a little bit more. If you've softened up quite a bit now in the quad, then creep forwards a little bit more so you get an extra stretch there. And again, on the in breath, you just sink into it. As you're pushing those hips down slightly, you'll feel that bigger stretch there in the quad and so on. If you do lots of sitting to computer desk or anything like that, you tend to find that tightens and causes low back pain actually. So as you're stretching that out, does help to release the back. And then we walk backwards, back into your half split. So you push those toes up, breathe in. As you breathe out, you lower the body down. You relax as much as you can with the out body to feel a little bit more gentle now. And again, if you need to, you bend that knee. You're super tight in the hamstrings. You don't want to make anything go ping for sure. So make sure that you're just relaxing into the stretch rather than forcing the stretch. Excellent. And then walk forward. We'll do lizard next. So we take the hands again to the inside of the foot. Again, turn yourself this way so it's easy for you to see. So hands to the inside of the foot. And keep the shin vertical, so the knee is fixed over the top of the ankle. And then we begin to lower the elbows down towards the floor. Now it might happen, it might not. Don't worry if it doesn't. So you just do what you can with your body. So even if you just hold it, it's fine. As long as you're feeling something going on in the outer thigh and the hip flexors stretching out. So just make sure that outer elbow isn't dropping lower than the inside elbow. And breathe and hold your breath. Let's then inhale as you exhale, push yourself up again and draw that knee back. And bring yourself into extended child. So push your buttocks by the heels, walk your hands forward. You can use a block underneath the head if you need to here. And make sure you're pushing the tailbone towards the feet and the heels. You're feeling that lower back stretch. Pushing those arms forwards to get the stretching through the lats and the quadratus burning muscles, stretching a little bit in intercostal. Excellent. And then walk your hands back and come up onto all fours. Now taking the hands underneath the shoulders and spreading the fingers nice and wide. We're going to do cat-cow now, martial arts. So when you glance back, you shouldn't see your feet. They should be hidden by the knees. And you're gripping the floor with the fingertips. We breathe in and we tuck the tailbone under and squeeze that pelvic floor. Start to raise the belly button towards the back of the spine, reaching back towards the ceiling, dropping the head, tucking in the chin and looking back at the belly button. Feel that lovely spinal stretch, hydrating the spine. Inhale as you exhale, push the tailbone away, roll through the vertebra one by one, and then look forward, pushing the sternum forward, the shoulders back and down to get that natural curve in the spine. You might want to think about your colours, maybe chakra colours, maybe a beautiful coloured light moving through the spine as you do the movement. Breathe in as you tuck under that tailbone, stretching through the lower back, squeezing up in the bandana so you're really squeezing tight in the pelvic floor. Uddiyana Bandha as you pull up that belly button to the side, and then drop the head and the shoulders, tucking in the chin, looking back. You feel that lovely stretch. Inhale as you exhale, let's move through the spine again as you push the tailbone away. Roll bone by bone through the spine, forward, shoulders back and down, chest forward. Inhale now as you exhale, we come back again onto our heels, bottom to heels. This time we're taking the hands back by the feet and we're dropping the head down onto the floor, a block or some cushions if you need to. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let the shoulders begin to part. Relax the forearms on the floor if you reach onto the floor. And feel your whole body just relaxing and releasing, letting go. And gently roll yourself up, bone by bone, and roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Come up onto the knees, high knees now. If you need a bit of knee relief now, just feel like you're stretching now, you can do. Okay. So, and again, use cushion or a blanket under them if you need to. So we're going to do camel. Be careful of your back on camel, especially those that had any surgery or disc issues. So taking your hands here by the longer spine, squeezing the elbows together so you're fully supported. Knees are hip distance apart. You're going to squeeze into your pelvic floor. You're going to squeeze your buttocks as well. You're going to push the hips forward and start to tighten your back body. Let's separate the chest here. So really push back with the elbows and then lean back into the stretch. Keeping the head level with the spine so as you're not forcing the head back, you're supporting the spine. Do you feel in a gentle stretch through the belly, through the psoas again maybe, if you're still tight in the quad, you'll feel it there, but you can support the back. Inhale as you exhale, just come forward a little. Now at any time during this little routine that we've got with the camel, fold yourself forward. If your back needs some release, always fold yourself forward again into child. So we're going to do half camel today. So the variation of half camel, first of all, would be still supported here. Should do it this way. And then you bring in your hand over and back. So you on a sideways angle, this is what it would look like. So it's supported but arched. So what we're doing is opening the heart. For those that can, tuck under the toes here and take the arm in a big circle and reach for the heel of the foot or the ankle of the foot here, but don't bear your weight down. And then take the arm over. Push the hips forwards and stretch the chest apart. So front view will look like this. It looks similar actually to the supported version. If that's not for you, then the supported version is well. Then inhale as you exhale, squeeze into the pelvic floor and your core muscles and windmill the arms back again. Lovely. Let's do the same the other side. And again, if you need the supported version, always hand here rather than too low down there, okay? So let's windmill the arm all the way around and drop onto the heel. Again, you're not bearing weight into the toes there. As you exhale, the opposite arm comes over and you look towards the hands with nice control of the neck and toes. And breathe, don't forget to breathe. What we're doing here is opening through the heart. And then windmill those arms as you squeeze the front body, windmill the arms back again. So we don't for camel now. So if camel's not good for you, do the supported version. You can relax your toes. Supported version here. Full camel is winding those arms all the way around, looking onto the feet. And then the opposite hand also comes round and up onto the feet. You push the hips forward, you open the chest and across the ceiling. So this is all about opening the heart, breathing in, breathing out. If this is not suitable for you, this one's fine, okay? The supported version. Make sure that you're really opening the heart. The thoracic cavity needs to be stretched. Then windmill those arms all the way back. Soften the toes to the floor and bring your body forward, back into your child posture. Drop the head to the floor or on a cushion. Take the hands behind you again, relaxing as much as you can here. So you want to feel that lovely stretch with the lower back here. Pushing the tailbone down will do that for you. If this is too low down and you haven't got anything to hand, you can place one potato, two potatoes with the hands and just drop your head onto those hands. So it allows the spine to reach down. Then squeeze your pelvic floor and roll your body all the way up and roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Excellent. We're coming onto the toes now, so as we're going to do that squat, so we're all used to squats now. If it's not good for your knees, just come up into a position, a high squatting position instead. So you're going to bring yourself onto your toes here. You'll feel that lovely stretch in the ankles and the bottoms of the feet. Your knees are inside the arms, into a little bunny rabbit pose. And then you bring your hands up if you can balance, Breathe in as you breathe out, straighten the body, shoulders back and down. And I want you to really squeeze into the thigh muscles here and push up equally through the body. So lean yourself slightly forwards and start to press the heels to the ground. And then push yourself up, squeezing into those thighs. Well done, get good at that. Take a breath in as you lift the arms up. And breathe out as you let the arms drop and relax the shoulders. And shake out the legs. Perfect. So your body should be well prepped for your Surya Namaskara now, your Sun Salutations. Do you want me to run through it very quickly to show you what you're going to be doing? It's up to you. Or shall we just go through it a little bit at a time? Yeah, we'll just go through it slowly a bit at a time. So what you'll be doing is coming to the front of your mat. We're going to take you now over here so you can see better. Okay, so I want you to stand at the front of the mat. And I think side body is better visually for you to see, but I'll be looking down here probably because that's where I can see. We're going to, first of all, breathe in and just reach the hands up. Take the palms together and have a little back bend. You've flexed the back already, so make sure when you do back bend, you're always squeezing the back body, using the muscles in the back to allow the body to stretch to the front. And then exhale, soften the arms and bring the arms open and down. Soften the knees, then come tuck towards the floor into what I call a swan dive. Cross the hands over, keep the knees soft, roll through the spine by squeezing the pelvic floor as you roll through the spine. Lift the arms outwards and do the same again. Lift the arms up, tiny back bend. Inhale as you exhale, allow the arms to float. This is like a vinyasa flow. Get all into nice steady flow. Don't take it too fast. So soften the knees, roll up through the spine. Again, bone by bone as you lift. Take the palms together. Have a little back bend here, and on this next one, as we fold forward, hinging from the hips, we're going to place the hands either on the floor until you've got super stretchy hamstrings, or your hands can come behind the legs here if your hamstrings are tight. And then just pull forward into your forward fold. Breathing in, breathing out. Excellent. And then we're going to take the hands on the shins. Hands are flat and the fingers are pointing downwards. Straighten out the arms and the legs, and then push the tailbone away from you and push the sternum forwards and look forwards towards the camera. So your back is lovely and flat, it's not rounded. Okay, so this is the shape that we're looking for with the back. So pushing the tailbone away and bringing the sternum forward, you'll flatten out the back. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Then inhale as you exhale. We're going to bring the hands down towards the floor. We're going to soften the knees, and we're going to stride our right foot back in the big stride behind us. Then pop your knee down to the floor and relax the toes. Knee down to the floor, relax the toes, that's it. So you're in a runner. Let's come down to your run pose. Then we're going to take, it's a flowing runner, and it's a bit of a balance, this one. So if you need to, you can move your foot towards the outside edge of the mat, and that gives a bit more stability if you balance the weight. Squeezing the core muscles here as you flow the arms back behind you, and then swoop up, pushing and squeezing into the thigh that left leg. Take it back if you like. Breathe in as you breathe out, reach forward with the sternum, and then take the hands back again. Looking down towards the floor. Pushing up again, squeezing around the quad, the hands should be glute to support the knee, and then sweep back. It's called the flowing runner. Take it back. Breathe in as you breathe out. One last time as you reach up, take it back, then bring the hands down to the ground. You're going to tuck under the toes behind you now and lift the knee off the floor. Now, if you can, you're going to raise the hips a little so you can step back with this left foot. So raise the hips a little and bend the knee so it allows you to step back. Then bring your body weight forwards. If you need to, put your knees to the floor here, because this is a plank position, a high plank. So the bottom's not in the air and your back isn't dipped either. But if plank's not good for you, keep your knees to the floor. You should be pulling in your belly button here, really tightening through the belly button. Gripping the floor with the fingers so it takes it out of the wrist. Then drop your knees to the floor. Relax your toes and start to sink down. Now, if you can, you bring your chest to the floor. If you can't, just roll to the floor. If you can, bring your chest to the floor and your chin to the floor first, and then let the belly sink. See how you go with that one. Okay? Relax the toes, slide the hands forward, and have the thumbs in line with the eyes. For those that want to do cobra or the dog, you can do that as well. So the ones that are familiar with the yoga. You tuck the chin in, breathe in, roll the head up, push against the floor, and then take the elbows underneath the shoulders, reposition the hands into your Sphinx posture. Push the chest forwards now, shoulders away from the ears, chest forward. So you're feeling that lovely push between the shoulders here. And breathe, don't hold your breath. You're doing really well. Inhale now as you exhale, take your elbows away, roll yourself down to the floor, take your hands underneath the chest, going up into down dog. For those that can't do down dog right from here, you can come onto your knees first. So you tuck under your toes, breathe in as you breathe out, push yourself all the way up and back. And then keep the knees bent in down dog until you get your upper body flat. So take the head between the arms with the knees bent there to keep that back nice and straight. Then lift the tailbone up and straighten out the legs. Push the heels down towards the ground. So you're feeling that lovely all-round stretching down the dog. And breathe and hold your breath really well. Then we inhale, and as we exhale, you can either step forwards here or drop the knees to the floor. So breathe in, as you breathe out, you're going to step forwards with that right leg. Yeah, or you can come onto the knees first and then step forward with the right leg. And drop the left knee to the floor this time. Relax the toes. Yeah. And bring yourself all the way up so as you're back into your flowing runner on the opposite leg this time. So breathe in as you reach up, a little back bend here. Breathe out as you flow forward, reaching with the sternum. Take the arms back. And again, inhale as you sweep up, really engaging the muscles of that thigh, that leg, that right leg, and pulling forwards. Inhale up. Stretch it through the belly and exhale down, taking the hands down to the floor. Tuck under the toes at the back again and lift the knee off the floor. Now, if you can, lift the hips high and step back with the right foot. If you can't, come onto your knees first. Step it back. Lovely. Bring the weight forward. Press into the front of the hands, not the wrists. And feel into that plank, pulling in the belly button. Let's not have any high bums or low bums here. So nice straight plank. Breathing in, breathing out the whole time. Well done. Feel that strength. If you need to, drop the knees down to the floor. One knee or two. Then inhale as you exhale, or drop your knees to the floor. If you can, for upper body strength, then you bring your chest to the floor. If you can't do that, just lower yourself to the ground. And the chin, and drop the belly to the floor. Well done. Excellent job. If you want to do cobra, you can do cobra or dog here. If you want to stick to Sphinx, okay, and that's supported by the forearm. We'll demo cobra on this one. So breathe in as you breathe out, then you just push up with the elbows slightly back, shoulders down and back, and your pubic bone is stuck to the floor. And breathe. If you can't do this, then slide onto your forearm. Inhale as you exhale, lower the body to the ground. Prepare for your down dog. So you're going to tuck the toes under. I'll demo the box position first. If you can, push yourself right into down dog. If you can't, just push yourself back onto the knees into a box position first. And then push up and back. So keep the knees bent while you get your head in position. So as your ears are in between the arms, then you start to straighten the legs, then you push your heel to the floor. Let's walk the dog on this one. So bend alternate knees and feel that extra stretch through the hamstrings and the glutes. Well done. And then inhale as you exhale, you're going to step forward again. I'm going to demo the box position. So if you can just step forward, step forward. If not, you come in the box position first, and then you draw one foot forwards, and then step forward to the other foot. Bend the knees and roll through the spine, bone by bone. Bring the hands outwards. Take a breath in as we started. Reach up towards the ceiling. Have that little back bend. Start to loosen off now. As you exhale, you flow down all the way forward into a swan dive, all the way down into that forward bend again. So placing the hands on the floor or the hands behind the legs. On every out breath, you bring the chest a little closer to the thighs. Lovely. And then you bring your hands onto the shins, fingers pointing down, straighten out the arms, push the tailbone away, and sternum forward and look forward towards the camera. So this back is lovely and straight and strong. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Soften the knees now, let the arms dangle, tuck the chin in, and start to roll through the spine, squeezing into that pelvic floor. Take the arms up through the centre, breathe in, reach up. As you breathe out, take the hands behind you and interlock those fingers here. Here. Excellent. And then we're going to come forwards. Have your feet more than hip distance apart towards the outside edge of the mat. Come forwards and lift those arms up and over. Okay. Watching any shoulder damage on this one. Don't force it if you have shoulder damage. And breathe, then opening the heart, then opening the heart in. Soften the knees and roll through the spine. You need to let go of those arms and roll the shoulders backwards a few times. Step it so as your feet are hip distance apart. Take a big breath in as you raise the arms up. And as you bring the arms down, it's like sealing in the energy now. So you can close your eyes here if you like. And all I want you to do is have your hands facing you away from the body and start to lower the hands down. Just visualize a beautiful light at the crown of the head, and then you're drawing that light. That light is changing colour now from absolutely violet to a blue, an indigo blue. As you can pass the third eye, then pass the throat into a nice bright blue, like the sky or the sea. And then all the way down towards the heart where you see green, and down towards the navel where you see a sea of yellow, and then all the way down towards the hips, just below the navel where you see a lovely orange, and then right at the bottom where you see in with that beautiful ruby red. Lovely. And let your hands just come forward a little, so to rotate the hands forward a little, have the hands just softly by the sides of the body. Keeping your body upright in Tadasana, your joints soft, and take a lovely full breath in. And as you exhale, exhale soft and slowly through the body, and just notice how your body's feeling. Have you got a zing of energy? If you're feeling tingling, maybe buzzing in your body as the energy flows around your body. Do that again, inhale. And exhale slowly. Just have that brief moment of reflection on how your body's feeling after your sequence of Sun Salutations. And then open your eyes. Well done. Well done, guys. You kept up really well. Excellent. So we're going to do a quick breathing practice before we do relaxation today. So if you want to grab your drink and put your warm things on and stuff now, preparing yourself for relaxation if you like. It just saves you having to get up and down all the time. Okay, so you sit yourself down in any comfortable position, using as many props as you like. You're in your house, so I'm sure you've got plenty of cushions around you. So if you tighten your hips, for instance, and you're sitting like I am cross-legged, it doesn't really matter how you sit as long as you're comfortable. but you can put 2 cushions underneath your knees or your hips here, and it will well support your hips if you tie it down. So sitting up nice with a nice straight back and a nice open chest is obviously what you need for breathing. And as we started our class with the Shakti Shiva, which is balancing both sides of the brain, the sun, the moon, the male, the female side of the body, we're going to do that energetically using the breath now. So we're going to do it with our breathing technique, which is Nadi Sudanam. I don't know how to pronounce these things right, because we have different pronunciations for them, but alternate nostril breathing to you and me. So what you're going to do is use your hands. You're going to block off nostrils in turn. So you're going to use your thumb. If you, I'm using I'm using my right hand, so but I know I've been mirroring throughout the class. This is my right hand. But if you use your right hand to block off your nostril with your thumb, if your arm starts out, you can just support it with your hand. And then use your other 2 fingers, your ring finger and your little finger, blocks off the other. So if you release your thumb, and you can block the nose with the other 2 fingers. Now your 2 floating fingers, I find it nice if you place them on the 3rd eye here, your centre of intuition. Lovely. So what you're going to do is take it in turns to breathe through the nostrils. I'm going to direct you which nostril to breathe in through. So placing your index finger and the middle finger onto the 3rd eye, and using your thumb only to block off your right nostril. You're going to breathe in through the left nostril. Then you close in the left nostril with your fingers and opening the thumb and breathing out the right nostril. Keep the fingers where they are and breathe in through that right nostril. Close the thumb and open the fingers and breathe out the left nostril. Breathe in through the left. Close with the fingers, open the thumb and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close off with the thumb, open the fingers and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close off with the fingers, open the thumb and breathe out through the right. Just do one more round. Inhale through the right. Close off with the thumb, open the fingers and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close off with the fingers, open the thumb and breathe out. And take the hands away. And just breathe normally, just for a few breaths. And if you can, you might be able to tell your dominant nostril. You always have a dominant nostril in which you breathe. It should really be the right, because that's the one we left you. Well done. You can open your eyes when you're ready and prepare yourself for relaxing now, guys. So put all your warm stuff on. Use as many props in your house to make it comfortable as you can. Top tip, if you suffer with your lower back, so doing lots of back bending today. If you do suffer with lower back, then just have a tip of a cushion just underneath the hips, underneath the buttocks, the top of the buttocks, and that will push the lower back into the floor, relieve that stress. Also bend your knees, the knees together, feet on the outside edge of the mat, or simply have a rolled up blanket or cushion under the knees. Okay, so get yourself in a lovely comfortable position, ready to relax. I'll just draw the camera forward so you can hear me a little bit more clearly. So we're going to do the peaceful waves relaxation today, which is a visualization. So I hope you enjoy it. First of all, we're going to tense the whole body. We're starting with those feet. So pulling your toes towards you, pushing the heels away, pressing the knees into the floor to tighten the legs. Squeeze your buttocks nice and tight. Screw up your hands. Start to tense the arms and draw them a few inches off the mat. Pull the shoulders towards the ears and begin to tighten your neck and your face and your head. Push your ribs and your upper back into the floor to tighten the chest and belly. Breathe in now. As you breathe out, let go, release. Big sigh. And then turn your palms up towards the sky with your fingers naturally curled into the palms of the hands. And just start to let go with the breath. Turn your head left to right to take any stiffness from the neck if you need to. And draw the head back to the centre. Lift the head off the floor, tucking in the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. And then allow the head to roll back onto the mat. Make any adjustments that you need to make yourself comfortable and relaxed. It's time now to take your mind out of whatever it is you're thinking. So try to acknowledge those thoughts that interrupt you and let them go with the breath. Take a lovely long deep breath in. Draw that air right to the bottom of your belly. Expanding through the chest. And then exhale and let go of any tension in your body. Acknowledge how your body's feeling at the moment. Giving your body a little scan. Take a deep breath in again. And as you breathe out, fully exhale, letting go of any areas where you're feeling tension in your body. As you breathe in, feel like you're lengthening your spine. And as you breathe out, feel like you're letting go of any tension. Notice any areas of tension start to relax as you breathe into those areas. Notice on every out breath how relaxed your body becomes. Your muscles start to feel relaxed and loose. As you breathe slowly and deeply. And then start to picture this in your mind. Imagine that you're near the ocean just before sunrise. Perhaps you're on a beach, maybe in a hammock, on a dock, on a cliff top. The ocean is very calm and most of the water looks smooth. But you can see small ripples gently as peaceful waves roll towards the shore. Just take a few moments to visualize this scene. And then picture all of the details in your relaxing space. The sun has not yet risen, but the sky is just starting to get light. The air is cool and comfortable. The temperature is pleasant and it's a calm, comfortable morning. Imagine the feel of a slight gentle breeze on your skin. The breeze blows just enough to move the leaves of the palm trees, gently swaying back and forth. The leaves of the trees make a dark silhouette against the gradual lightening sky. Imagine the fresh smell of the air, the smell of clean water and sand, the refreshing salty scent on your nostrils. Picture in your mind the sound of the water lapping against the shore. The sea is so calm, the waves are quiet, but you can hear them move gently and calmly. You hear the rustling leaves of palm branches swaying gently. It's early morning and you're the only one here, feeling calm, safe in this pleasant place, relaxing near the ocean. You notice now that the sun is starting to rise, and you see a spot of light at the horizon as the sun is rising right out of the water. You see the light growing as the sun begins to rise above the horizon now. Small streaks of light shine into the sky as the sky grows lighter and lighter with the growing dawn. You see the birds that are active early in the morning. Some fly overhead, some are already diving into the water looking for fish. Other birds simply sit quietly. They're enjoying the dawn as well. You can see some peaceful waves as they break some distance from the shore. White peaks rising in a line out of the water. You see the peaceful waves lapping against the shore, washing gently onto the sand. The waves are very calming. They're so peaceful and so rhythmic. You watch the waves like a breath, in and out, in and out. Continue to observe the rhythm of peaceful waves, flowing with the rhythm of your breath. As you relax, you enjoy that beautiful sunlight. Pink, orange, give everything around you a little warm glow. The sun has risen above the horizon, but it's still low in the sky. You continue to relax for a few more moments here, enjoying the peaceful wave and the remaining calm time at sunrise. Soon this place will be busy with people going about their morning routine. So enjoy the last few moments of solitude as the sun begins to rise higher in the sky. The waves are beginning to get a little bit bigger now, and the breeze starts to increase. Everything around you begins to wake up, getting ready for a lovely weekend and week ahead. Start to gently wake up your mind by visualizing a beautiful light spreading through your body, bringing energy to every part of your body. You breathe that little bit deeper and start to become aware of your surroundings. Noticing your mat, your clothing, the room. You let your muscles begin to wake up as you open and close your fingers, wiggle your toes. Keep this feeling of peace and calm that you had whilst you relaxed. Keep that within as you slowly start to stretch your body anywhere your body feels it needs to be stretched. Draw your knees either into your chest or place your feet on the floor and rock your knees from side to side to release any tension from your low back. And then roll onto your right side in fetal position, supported by your hands and arms. Allow yourself to awaken slowly. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Taking the palms of the hands together, give them a lovely fist rub so there's plenty of energy through the palms. Take the palms over the face and eyes and start to massage the hairline and the jawline. Give your neck and your shoulders a little squeeze to bring up the blood pressure. And take the arms away from the body. Take a lovely deep breath in and gather up a whole arm full of sunlight. with happiness, good health and positivity, and draw that into the heart to last you all. And again, big breath in and a slow breath out. Namaste. Give yourself a lovely big breath. Well, I'll just stop that recording and you can unmute yourself.